Not guilty is the plea this morning from former House Speaker Dennis Hastert. He appeared in federal court yesterday for his arraignment on federal charges. They stem from his alleged attempts to cover up past sexual misconduct with hush money. Dean Reynolds is at the United States District Court in Chicago with Hastert's next steps. Dean, good morning.
Good morning. Well, here at the federal courthouse, we got our first good look at Dennis Hastert since his indictment, and he was unsteady and at times bewildered. A far cry from the powerful man he once was.
Mr. Hastert, what do you have to say to the people of Illinois?
Hastert fought through cameras as he arrived for his arraignment at the federal courthouse in Chicago. The man who was once second in line to the presidency spoke in almost a whisper, with his attorney entering a plea of not guilty to all charges. He was freed on a $4,500 bond and forced to surrender his passport, submit to DNA samples upon request, and banned from possessing any firearms. Neither Hastert nor his attorneys addressed the media after the 20-minute arraignment. According to the indictment, the former speaker faces charges of lying to federal investigators and hiding bank transactions as part of a plan to pay $3.5 million in hush money to one of his victims for past misconduct. Federal sources have said the misconduct is sexual in nature, and the victim, only known as Individual A, was a student at Yorkville High School in Illinois, where Hastert was a teacher and wrestling coach between 1965 and 1981. Legal analyst Irv Miller, who described the speaker as a shell of a man in court, says the plea is no surprise, but Hastert faces an uphill battle.
A lot of people out there thought he'd walk into court and admit the error of his ways, take that first step towards rehabilitation and, admit you were wrong. Everybody's seen the evidence in the case, these transactions, and the first question is, how's he going to beat this?
Now, we won't know the answer to that for a while. The defense could be preparing to go to trial or working on some kind of settlement. In any case, if convicted on those charges, Hastert could face 10 years in prison and a $500,000 fine. Charlie?
Dean, thanks.